So, hello people, how you going? So, I have not done any research on these coins, but here I have a lot of Belgium coins from what this looks like one of the oldest. This is totally in French. Leopold the First, probably. Belgium. So there's a Belgium, 1861, and I've done a little bit of research, but what I like about these coins, look at the edge of it. That looks awesome. So this is actually a copper nickel coin. Go away, train. Belgium actually issued the franc in 1832, and at the time they're actually part of the Latin Monetary Union, and that broke down after World War One, because, well, the whole continent is pretty much stuffed. So one of the last coins that was pretty similar to France was the 5 francs. So this is a 5 francs from Belgium, Belges. At the time, they also were probably trying to change the denomination over from francs to Belga. And this is equivalent to 5 francs. And here we have a 5 franc coin from 1933 and a Belgian franc from 1931. The thing is that the French coin was issued after the Belgian one. And if we put it together, they're pretty much similar. Except this one has edge lettering, this one has nothing. And I believe they have a copper nickel or nickel. So I'm not too sure. I have to go to Numster to check it out and see which is which. I won't worry about the Belgian coin at the moment. I mean the French coin, because merci beaucoup. So in World War One, which we just had the Armistice Day, which is a big day in Australia, they should actually make it a national holiday, because it was the end of the First World War, when the last of the enemy of Australia at the time, Germany, actually surrendered. Okay, so this one is the French issue, so it's in French. First issued in 1930, and it had a mintage of what? 9,032,000. Okay, you can get coin alignment. 1930 they had metal alignment. What's position A and position B? Oh, position A. So if you flip it this way, so you have the king standing up, either the inscription is upside down like this one, or the inscription could be this way. So it has Belgique. So it has Belgique, which is French, and Belgique, which is Dutch for Belgium. And so it's not a bad coin. It's issued to 1934, and then they replaced it with a same size coin, but just a slightly less weight. And in 1938 they replaced it with a smaller coin. When was this demonetized? 1951. So let's have a look at some other coins. So we have the oldest one. So 1901. Oh, where's the other one? So I opened two. GG. Okay. So actually, this 10 centimeters was it was a bronze coin to 1856, and then they changed it in 1861. So this is the first year of issue, 1861, this one. So this one should actually have the highest number of mintages. The bronze coin was very low mint. All under 500,000. Oh, 1 million, shall I say. So this one had 9 million. That's pretty low for a first mintage, but it's not uncommon. Some countries, when they first issue coins, the first or second year is low mint, and then they ramp up the production. In Australia, where I come from, the first mint year is always highest mintage until about 20 years later. And the 1862 is 15 million. So, oh well. And then in 1901 they replaced it with a coin with a hole. So, because of devaluation, France did as well, but Belgium had to reduce the coins that it had in circulation. So, this one's slightly bigger. This one was issued both in French and Dutch. There was no German issue, so this is the Dutch issue, 1904. If you go to Numstar, you have to have a look at each independently. So the French coins were first issued in 1901 and the Dutch in 1902. So this is 1904. This is the mintage of... Ooh, picked the wrong one. So this is the larger text. Before 1903, there was smaller text. And 16,833,912. And there's two alignments. There's this one put in 1904. So we have, if we flip it around, that's coin alignment in the American system. So for the American coin alignment, you have to flip it this way, north-south. But they also have a metal alignment. So this one here, if we flip it, that's coin alignment as well. Maybe choose another one. Nope. I think all Belgian coins are metal alignment. Coin alignment, should I say. Yeah. So you have to go to another country. So, no, oh, here you go. Oh, stuff it. So I've got this New Zealand coin, so if we flip it like that, that's metal alignment. Because both of them are facing, the north-south is basically north-south, and you rotate it north-south. This one you have to rotate it east-west. I did make a coin on these. And the only country that really had both systems in circulation was Switzerland up until the 80s. So that's awesome. We have a Belgium one. Alright, I'll try and go in order, chronological order. So here we had 25 centimeters, and this was the largest coin with a hole. The half franc was a smaller coin. At first it was silver, but then they actually changed it to a copper nickel coin. Oh no, not copper nickel, nickel coin. In 1914, 1918, 1922. So 1922 they changed it from nickel. And the last silver coin was issued in 1914 in French text. And any coins issued in between that are generally German occupation coinage. So there's those ones. You had the 5 centimeters with a hole in it, and this one is the French issue, 1904 as well. So it's Royaume de Belgique, and the Belgian issue has Koninklijk België. And if you don't know, Dutch is actually closely related to English. And it forms a dialect continuum from, so you have the Austrian type of German, and then you have the Dutch up here. So if you go along there, the language actually changes until you get to Dutch. So you could actually, around this area of the world, Niedersachsen and Netherlands, you could actually probably understand each other. But as soon as you get down to Austria, these two, Dutch and Austrian German, form two different languages. Dialect continuum, it occurs quite often in languages. So then we have, these two. These two were issued just before the First World War. High mintages, they have a line. Maybe I should move the camera around. then let's have a look. So there you go. You got the line there. No, this is not really turning out. I really need to put the window behind me so I can get really good. There you go, that's even better. So that's the line there. And on the back, it has the coat of arms of various provinces. And I'm not too sure what provinces they are. I could look it up on Wikipedia, and that should be able to give me some information. Just go to Belgium article. So they're in nickel, and during the First World War, they actually issued, or the Second World War, they actually issued zinc coins. This is a 1 franc, 1941. Belgique. It says, here's another one. So in alternating years, so the next year they have Belgique, Belgique on the opposite sides. This one is 1943, and these were minted up until 1947 because after the war there was still a scarcity of metals. So they're in zinc, and they didn't issue any aluminium coins. So after the First World War, these coins were replaced with these ones. So it has like, don't know what that is. Could be oak, I think. Oak, and then finely milled. And it has someone representing a worker in the cornucopia there. There's 2 mint marks besides the date, and these are pretty common. So I have quite a few there. So I have quite a few of various dates. There's Belgium 56. Okay, 1955. And as far as I know, there's no red 8. See, this one has some error on it where the coin slipped. So, but it probably, the market for Belgium coins is actually very low because, yeah. And here we have another one, 1978. So these were replaced, can't remember, in the 80s, I believe, with smaller coins. So these ones are stainless steel, 1990. And you got Belgique and Belgique, so the 2 languages, Dutch and French. And also the name is different as well. Belduin, Beldewin, the first. So even his name's different. And that is of the 90s. And then this is the last French franc. So Belgique and Belgique. No, that was that series. Should have another one here somewhere. There you go. Belgique. There's a mint mark, scales as well. Even franc is different. One with a K and one with a C. And these are Albert II. Awesome. These are steel coins, because the value of the franc is pretty low. Then you have the 5 franc. So, whoa. Once 2 coins I forgot to mention is these ones. Bon Peur, 1923, 1929. Belgique. And these ones were pretty much similar to the Chamber of Commerce in France. Those type of coins. Issued between 1922 and 1935. They're made of nickel. The 1923 is 17.5 million, and the 29 has sorry, it was a Dutch text. 17. Oh, yeah, no, same mintage. So the Dutch and the French text had the same mintage, but in some years they're different. Now 29 had 7.5 million. So they're quite good coins. And then later on, they issued, after the Second World War, they issued 20 and 50 francs. And then about 1970, these were taken out of circulation, so just as a ground. as a worker in the lighthouse, and they were replaced with a 25 franc coin, which made eliminating these two denominations quite good. And this is actually my favourite coin. So these are both Belgique. They're quite common coins, and I like it because of the rim. It's 1972, 1970. And this is my favourite Belgium coin. Very small, large denomination, quite a good design. What else? The 5 franc. So the 5 francs went from this large one. After the war, went to this small one. So slightly smaller and thinner. Pretty much the same design as the 1 franc. So this one's 1949. And then they changed it to this one here, an aluminium bronze coin. So it's 1987. And they actually had another one, which is all the large French franc coins that were pretty similar in design to this one. But these ones keep circulating until 2002 when I replaced by the euro. So is this Belgique? So 1992, probably 93 they changed the design. Then they had the 10 franc, but this one, first 1970, this one was taken out of circulation 1980. So after that date, they actually had no 10 franc. It went from 5 francs to 20 francs. So you had 5 francs and 20 francs. So if you wanted to change over 20 franc, you can't use the 10 franc, you'd have to use 3 5s. So the denominations were 50 centesimes, 1, 5, 20, and 50 francs. So this one actually has the coat of arms. These are Belgian Belgique. These are not pretty rare. You can quite easily get them. Here's the monarch. This is a bit boring because maybe they should have had an inscription or something behind there, or maybe he made the head larger, because that looks pretty plain, pretty boring. Then we have the 20 francs. So this is the first one. The second one was the last type, which was pretty boring. This one has plant. This might be olives, not too sure. Belgique. And as you can see, that's pretty boring. They put some mint marks down the bottom and probably initials of the engraver. And on the side we have nice, beautiful edge. Then the last coin, which I only have one of, is the 50 francs. So this is the highest denominated coin. So this is the last version. Well, in 1999, they were issued up until 2001 in circulation. Maybe this was the last year of issue. Okay, so this is 1989. Looks like 1999, but this one had a mintage of 15 million. It's made out of nickel, and in 1994. So not that one. But this one is a 94, so this is the first year of this design in all denominations. And it has a thick rating. And to the Australian dollar, the 20 franc was equal to $1, so this is $2.50. And this was first introduced in 1987. And I'd like to make a correction. During the Second World War, this was actually not the highest denomination. They actually had a 5 franc. So they issue coins 5, 10, 25 centimeters, 1 and 5. So they didn't actually issue a 50 centimeters, which wasn't issued until after the Second World War. But it was issued in 1939, along with this issue. So I hope you enjoy Belgian francs, because they're actually they're not too exciting, but they're not bad as well. And if you come from Belgium, well, this will be the coin set that you probably first collected, because what I have, what generally happens is people in their own countries first collect coins of their country. And then as a older, mature, get into their coins and get more knowledge, they actually move on to other types of currency, like either another country or another time period. So anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my video. Give this video a thumbs up if you like Belgium coins, and see my links down below, and subscribe to my channel, and have an awesome coin collecting time, people. Okay, bye bye.